Hey guys, how is everybody doing? It's been a minute since we sit down and talk. You guys already know it's Grana, so it's kitchen talk time. So let's just hop into it. It's been a lot that has been going on for the last, I say 2 weeks. For the last 2 weeks, there's a lot of stuff been happening. Some of the topics, I'm just gonna hit it and keep moving. I'm not gonna get too deep into it because I ain't trying to get a whole lot of negativity going on or anything like that. I just want to touch base on some of the things that's been happening since the last time you and I we talked. Okay, there's been some death in the entertainment world since the last time we talked. Richard Simmons, the health guru. He was very popular back in the 80s, I believe, like maybe 70s and 80s. He was very popular in exercising. He told about his journey and his story growing up as an obese kid, and that made him want to really focus on health. He passed away. Dr. Ruth, we all remember Dr. Ruth. She was the sex therapist that was very open about sex when it came to sex, and she didn't really care how anybody took it. So she passed away. Shannon Doherty, she passed away. She's an actress. She had been dealing with breast cancer for years and had went through the process many times and had went into remission and fought, but she lost her battle with cancer. She passed away. And then I know you guys probably seen it on my TikTok, but Kiki from Love and Marriage Huntsville, she passed away. Very, shocking news when I heard about her because I hadn't heard, being in Huntsville, I hadn't heard anything about any type of issues she was dealing with or anything. And I still don't really know what she passed away. Of course, on social media, there has been all type of things thrown out there, but you got to take what you read on social media with a grain of salt because it definitely gets exaggerated and get pull a lot of portions from every different side. So I don't really know what happened to her, but that was tragic news hearing about her. She's a young girl. She was like 41. She married, I believe she has 4 kids, but she's married with kids. She lives here in Huntsville. I think she had been here for years, came here to go up to Alabama A&M, and she's appeared on Love and Marriage on several episodes. And of course, it's just so much negativity that was coming towards her. And even between the families, it was so much negativity going on between the families, and it all was kind of playing out there on social media. And I've said it before, but sometimes some things should not be put on social media because it's once it's out there, you can't take it back. Even if you go back and delete whatever comment or post you may have put out there, but it's out. Once it hit it, it's out there. And it was really sad reading about some of the stuff that was being said amongst the family. Of course, we're on the outside looking in, so we don't know. We do know from watching the show that Kiki and her cousin Letitia had some issues back and forward, family issues that was going on, and that some of that I thought was being put out there to make the ratings go up on the show. I don't know. I just know when it comes to death, you know, is it can either destroy the family even more or it can pull them together and make them even stronger. So I don't know how the outcome of all that's going on, but of course, rest in peace to all of them. Everyone, every family that's dealing with a pass of a loved one. Rest in peace to the person that passed, and my condolence and prayer for strength and guidance to the family members that's still having to go through this. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh my God. Like I said, now this is one topic I'm not going to stay on too long, but we all saw it. It was national news, international news, the attempt murder of Donald Trump. He was at one of his convention doing his speech, and like 5 or 6 minutes into his speech, a young guy tried to kill him, And of course, there was very high security anyway. I don't know how any of this happened. They still doing the investigation, and they're still trying to figure out how this young man was able to get to where he was and even had the opportunity to attempt this. Um, Donald Trump was injured, and he's okay. But doing all that, there was a young man that lost his life, and there was two other people injured, and had to get medical attention. I think they're doing the two that was injured, and I think they're doing better now. I really feel bad for the family that the husband that passed away. He was there with his family, and I even feel bad for Donald Trump. I mean, no one should, life should be threatened like that or should be, taken away in that manner, regardless of how I feel about him when it comes to his political views. He's still a human being, and I think this world need to really think about the direction that it's going in and really, try to put as much as that negativity to the side. I understand it's a race going on for the highest position in the United States. Being president is the highest position there is, and I understand you have to really be aggressive when you're out there debating and doing what you're doing to get to this position. But I feel that some of the negativity that comes with those different platforms, um, you need to just get rid of. You need to just get rid of it, because there are so many people out in this world, so many people, millions of people, billions of people in the United States, and everyone has their point of view. Everyone has their opinion on things, and when it comes to politics and religion, we all know people get really crazy. That's why I try to stay away from those topics. Because people, you cannot have a discussion about those two topics and the heat doesn't rise. People get really, I mean, it goes from 0 to 300 in seconds. So you have to really be careful when you're talking about that. Like I said, I don't wish anything like that on anyone. I don't wish it on Donald Trump, Biden, Kamala Harris, any of the political people that has had threats on their lives, whether they're in the House of Representatives, the senators, whoever. It's just nonsense. It's a waste of anyone thinking to do that and to feel like it's okay to do that, to threaten someone's life or attempt to take someone's life. The young man that did do this, of course, he was killed by Secret Service snipers or whatever they want to call them. He was killed by them, and he was from that area. Within I think a few 100 miles or 50 miles or something like that. It got to be so much that I kind of toned it out and stopped watching it because it was too much negativity being fed into it. So I just kind of, had to get away from that. But this young man did lose his life also, and I guess when you're going into those type of situations, you are prepared to lose your life. You may not come out of it, okay? And so now I know his family is having to deal with that and having to be tightly investigated, and all their life is about to be put out there. They're having to deal with the consequences of what their family member chose to do. So now they're here to deal with the backlash of it and the consequences of it. So it's a no. I mean, definitely not a no win situation, but it's just a no good situation to be in because of someone else's actions. And of course they're gonna feel the way they feel because this young man did this, and he also lost his life, and so they're going through those emotional also. So this is still a loved one that they cared about also. So it's just a lot. It's just so much that's been going on in this world. Oh man, I tell you, I just pray daily that, everything just kind of get somewhat back to normal. Hopefully when this election is over with, we got a few more months to go. The election, November the 4th, I believe, November the 4th, we'll be done with that. We'll be done, and however it plays out, then it is what it is. And that's just something that we all as a country will have to deal with for the next 4 years. Hopefully it mellows out, and it's something that we can get through regardless of which party is going to be taken over at the beginning of the new year. We have to wait and see how that work out. But I think people need to really sit back and just like I said, over the last 2 weeks, just kind of look at the direction that everything is going and the way everything is happening. I mean, the bottom line, we're all human. We're all human beings. We all should be treated as that with the same respect as your fellow man. We all should be treated with that same respect. And just really, pray about it. Pray about these different things that's going on in the world, because not only is our country dealing with all this other stuff, other countries are looking at us. We're supposed to be the greatest country in the world to live in, the best opportunities in the world. You supposed to get here in the United States. And there are some times when it's just not looking like that. And it's just not, it's not looking the way that it should be looking. But that's all I got to say about that. You guys seen it. You guys got your opinion. I just wanted to throw out there what's been going on since the last time you and I talked. That's it. I don't really have a whole lot going on today. I hope everybody's staying cool. Everybody's staying hydrated. It is still extremely hot. I mean, we've had, with this climate change and all this kind of stuff, we've had people getting bit and all this kind of stuff with sharks when they trying to go to the beach and enjoy that. So be extra careful if you're doing that. We've had several babies that has lost their life in the pools. You got to really pay attention to your babies if you're taking them to the pool to cool off. Make sure your eyes are on them the whole time. Even if they're good little swimmers, make sure you're really paying attention to that. It's been a lot of that going on lately. So, make sure you're not leaving your babies in the car or anything like that. Just really pay attention to everything, because it's so hot out here and there's so much going on in this world. We don't need any extra stress put on us or anything like that. I want everyone to enjoy their summer and get out there and really enjoy it and make those memories. But just really pay attention to everything that's going on around you, especially, your babies. Make sure you paying special attention to them, and you're focusing on them regardless. I don't care if you're going to the store. I don't care if you're taking them to the pool. Whatever it is, just really focus on them and make sure you're keeping them hydrated. Okay. All right, guys. Grandma's about to get out of here, and I'm going to talk to you guys next time around.